What up? These three altcoins will create billionaires. Do these have a chance to do 100x before Christmas? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. My name's Kale. I'm not in my crazy best mood today, so just bear with me. I just want to get this out on the screen because I think a lot of people are confused about a lot of different things. I've got an amazing show planned for you. We're going to talk about where Bitcoin's headed. We're going to talk about the three best coins that I think could generate a ton of wealth here in the next 6 weeks. But I want to just be very direct with you guys because it's kind of pissing me off. So just stay with me here real quick. Some housekeeping stuff. Again, thank you guys. 87,000 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic there. I don't know what to say. I'm more famous than Kim Kardashian. My butt cheeks are they're just so round and everyone just likes to look at them. It's just fantastic. The 2+2 Genesis project is going great. We're back above one ETH floor, which is fantastic. If you own one of these NFTs, you get into a Discord where we are doing work every single day, trying to anticipate this market, trying to figure out when's the best time to take profits, which coins are the best coins, all the stuff that we're trying to work on just day in and day out to stay ahead of the market. And not only that, we're dropping our utility plan next week, which is why I think this floor price is rising, because people are starting to understand that there is some insane value coming. Like if you hold one of these NFTs, you are going to be very, very, very happy here very soon. Okay, I just want you to know that. So that's what we got there. Let's just get on to it, okay? Because I think I called this out. I really do. I said, what if Bitcoin bottomed out yesterday, November 12th, 2021, right? On November 12th, 2017, Bitcoin bottomed out for good, and we had a parabolic run through the rest of the year. But the crazy part is, guys, if you go back to 2017, we topped out. Like if you just look at this, we actually topped out on December 15th, right? You see this? This is when you lost all your money. If you held Bitcoin after December 15th. So sitting here right now in the middle of November, we have about 1 month until Bitcoin will top out if history repeats itself, and we have about 2 months until altcoins will top out, right? So we need to hurry the hell up, because looking at this, it's just starting to get crazy, right? Plan B is saying 98K in November, 135K in December, still in play. And if this is true, this is all going to happen very, very fast. And when Plan B talks, I tend to listen, guys. He predicted that August would close at 47K. It closed exactly at 47K. He predicted that September would close at 43K. It closed exactly at 43K. And then October, it closed at 61K when he said it would close at 63K. So my man the last 3 months, he's predicted the close price perfectly. And now he is saying 98K in November. And so if that is to play out, which it could, we need to be prepared with our altcoins. We need to be prepared with our actual coins that we want the max gains from, because I'm personally not that interested in a 2x from Bitcoin, right? That's kind of boring, right? Going from 63 to 98K, doesn't really get me that excited. What does get me excited is doing 10x's, 20x's if possible, right? So I want to talk about the three coins. And these are literally my three favorite coins, guys. And before I get started talking about this, I just want to clarify something, okay? I am not holding cryptocurrency after Bitcoin and Ethereum top out. Okay, just for the record, right? That is the way to lose all of your money. Like, do you see this chart? I know it looks small, but do you see what happened here? I need you to actually focus and look at this chart, okay? And just use your brain for a second, okay? No matter how much I believe in the three coins, and I've said this from the very first video, and I will show you in a second here, okay? But this is what pisses me off, because everyone thinks that in this market you need to be in it for the culture, and you need to be in it for the technology, and if you sell, you are a paper-handed fool, right? You are just an idiot. And I've been guilty of that too, because I've called some of you guys paper hands, which is not right, because you have to take profits along the way. But it's just so stupid to make fun of people for making money in this market. Because look at this. If you didn't sell your coins here in 2017, you had to wait 3 years. 3 years to get your money back, guys. I am not interested in waiting 3 years to get my money back. Are you? Okay, so when I show you these coins, just understand that I own a lot of these coins, okay? I own humongous, gigantic bags of these coins, and I am going to sell them all. I'm going to sell them all, right? I'm going to make my face bigger just so you can see it, okay? I am going to sell all of these coins probably before Christmas. As of this video filming, my plan is to sell before Christmas, okay? If Ethereum takes a little bit longer, right? If Ethereum doesn't hit 8, 10K here in November, then I may push that date back to middle of January, okay? But as of right now, this cycle is following 2017 to the T. Literally to the exact day. I cannot make this stuff up. When I see a chart like this, where we bottomed out on the exact same day, 2 cycles in a row, you just have to play it the same way. Okay, so just for the record, Kale, I, who own 7 figures of these coins that you are about to see, 7 figures, I am going to sell them all by Christmas. Just so you are aware, okay? This is not supposed to be like, hey, buy these coins. Kale will never sell. He believes it's going to the moon. It is I do think they're going to go up a lot. Why do you think I hold 7 figures of them? But I am going to sell them all by Christmas, okay? Just to clarify, I've said it 40,000 times on this channel, but there are some people that are like, oh my God, he's selling a coin that he believes in. He must not believe in it anymore. Like, shut the hell up, okay? Figure out how to actually figure out how to have a brain that's smaller than the size of a pea, and you may actually make money in this market, okay? So let's talk about the actual coins. Sorry for the rant. It's just so annoying, okay? Altura. Everyone's like, Kale, you sold some Altura. Yeah, no shit, buddy. Okay, look at this. This is what happened to me. I had Altura, okay? I bought a very, very large amount down here at like 0.2 cents. 0.02. Okay, I bought a big bag of this. This is ALU, okay? Then what happened? Okay, it went up to 50 cents at one point or something. Okay, so my big bag became my entire portfolio. Okay, I can't even draw it on the screen, but it was so big, it was like 75% of my entire portfolio. Okay, no matter what, I just want to encourage you, if something like this ever happens to you, if you ever get an investment so correct that that it becomes 75% of your net worth, you should take profits, okay? Duh! I thought that was obvious. I thought that was like common sense to the average human being. Okay, look, you go from here and you go up to here. You can't, no matter how much you believe in this down here, you can't have 75% of your net worth in one coin, okay? So yes, I have been taking profits along the way, and that is totally within my rights as a human being, in my opinion. Okay, now where do we sit right now? I still hold 7 figures of this coin. 7 figures of ALU, okay, 7 figures. And I don't know how much you guys own, but I wouldn't own 7 figures of ALU if I didn't believe it was going up. Okay, so let's talk about the coin. So we have $177 million market cap, okay? This coin, I've talked about it numerous times. I don't really want to go into the exact breakdown of why this is so incredible because I've done a bunch of videos on it. You could just literally go to my videos, go to this video, the #1 altcoin for max gains in 2021, and I break down, I'll just show you right here.
On database.
I draw right here, I break down why this is bridging the gap between smart NFTs, right, and play to earn gaming. And those two things are going to be so big, they're going to be trillion-dollar markets. And I just really want you to know that, like, once this gaming narrative picks up and once we have an actual true alt season, right, an alt season that that hasn't really happened yet. Yes, we have got big gains here in Altura, right? We have gone from, here, we've gone from here to here, and then now we're kind of consolidating again. That looks kind of crazy. I agree with you, but this is still not alt season, right? During alt season, everything goes parabolic, and it would be it's my opinion, right? This is just my opinion that it's not going to matter, right? That this has already gone up a lot because otherwise I wouldn't still, honestly, guys, I wouldn't still own 7 figures of this, right? What I believe is that the coins that have already done well are going to continue to do well. If your coin has not pumped yet, I would be a little bit worried, right? I would just be a little bit cautious. Like, I would not hold 7 figures of something that hadn't pumped at all yet, right? Because we've already had kind of like a mini alt season, right? You've seen a ton of alts go up. Like, I could list them off here, but you know which ones they are. I don't know where my mouse is. I lost my mouse. My mouse is gone. Okay, and so I would not hold this giant 7-figure bag if I didn't think I could get a potential 10x here, right? If a potential 10x. Do I think I'll actually get a 10x in Altura by the end of the year? I think that would put us at, what would that put us at? That would mean that Bitcoin would have to go up a lot, right? That would put us at like a $2 billion market cap, and that is totally feasible, 100%. I would just base my price target with ALU off of a Bitcoin price target, right? So if Bitcoin hits like, I don't know, if Bitcoin hits 150K, yes, ALU is going to do a 10X, right? If Bitcoin only hits like 115K, something like that, maybe ALU does a 6-7X. I'm literally just basing it off of Bitcoin, guys. And so I think $1 billion market cap is definitely feasible for this run, which is why it's still my #1 holding for an altcoin, okay? Because I know the team. If you go back and watch my video here, you'll see that I know what we deliver to the marketplace. And this is the part that really kind of just makes me able to sleep at night, right, guys? Is that I've been talking about this coin for, look at this. This is September 14th, 20. For everyone who's like, Kale, have you changed your mind on Altura? I have made a video about Altura every single day since September 14th, 2021. Like, you can go back and watch the channel. Go back and watch all these. I talk about Altura every single day since September 14th, okay? And this is the very first video, and I still believe in it just as strongly as I did then. So what would be the best case scenario for me and for you if you knew that this was gonna change the world, if you knew that this was an amazing company, if you knew that this bridged the gap between huge trillion-dollar industries, right? And it was gonna be something absolutely massive in the future, but you know that there's gonna be a bear market again. You know that Bitcoin's gonna do this again. It's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, it's gonna take everything with it, right? You can't control that. You can't say to yourself, oh, Altura is just gonna go up forever, because it's not, right? There's gonna be peaks and valleys. So what am I going to do personally? This is my plan, okay? I'm going to take my 7-figure bag of Altura. I'm hopefully gonna ride it up to a 10x. I'm going to sell some as we go, right? I'm going to sell some as we go, and I'm hopefully going to get my 10x, you know, somewhere at the end of the year, okay? End of the year. This is my plan as of right now. This could extend a little bit. This could extend into, I don't know, January, middle of January, right? But I'm hopefully going to be exited out. And this is going to be dollar bills, okay, by the end of the year. So you guys can feel free to front run me. Feel free to do whatever you need to do to take your profits as well, okay? So we're going to get our money. We're going to get our money. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until Bitcoin. Now I'm just going to change this line because it doesn't even matter what ALU does, okay? ALU, who knows what ALU will do as far as price once Bitcoin crashes. So once BTC crashes down hard, right? I can't see it now. Let me move my face, okay? Once BTC crashes down really extremely hard, then at some point next year, I would say maybe toward the end of 2022, like the end of 2022, there's going to be a bottom for ALU. A bottom, a very bottom. And I'm still going to be in contact with the team. I'm still going to be asking them. I'm going to talk. During that time, they're going to be developing, working, building an amazing product that is actually needed in this marketplace. And at that time is when I'm going to absolutely load up on ALU, okay? And other altcoins, right, that I'm going to talk about in this video. This is when you buy back in, right? So you take your money, you multiply it, you don't get wrecked here. You do not get wrecked here, and then you buy back in down here. That is my plan, guys, and I would encourage you guys to think about a plan like that for any altcoins that you hold. I seriously do not want any of you guys to ape into something and then get totally effed here, because like I said, I think we have 6 weeks max, guys, for this whole chart to play out. 6 weeks. It could go longer, but I personally am not comfortable risking it, okay? So yes, I still want a 10x. I still want this. We all want this, right? And if you are buying altcoins right now, I still think that this is feasible. Otherwise, I wouldn't hold this, right? But that does not mean that you don't need a strategy to actually get out up here and actually buy back in down here, because that's how you're going to maximize your gains. I promise you. Okay. So this is the same. This is the same chart. Memorize this chart. I'll just leave it here for the next 3 coins as well. So what are the next? So these are the top 3, my top 3 altcoin holdings, or small altcoin holdings. Okay. Let me show you the next one. Okay. D-Race, baby. This is one I can go to sleep at night and think, wow, I hold a bunch of D-Race. I feel pretty confident in my holdings, right? $162 million market cap. So these coins are not like total like poop coins, right? Like ALU and D-Race. Like now that they've gone up some, like they're safer, right? The market has validated the fact that these are good market cap coins. $162 million is not a small amount of money. It's not like it's a $5 million coin. Same thing with ALU, right? So now I can talk about these coins, right? And it's like, this is legit. Like this is a legit company with legit founders, with everything. And yes, they've gone up a lot, but that's because their teams are great and they have great products, right? And so D-Race, again, same thing. If you go back to the very first video, look at this. September 14th, 2 months ago, guys, guess what I was talking about? Guess what I was talking about right here, okay? And I've sold a little bit of this as we've gone up, but my bag wasn't quite as big at the beginning of D-Race. And so like, I still have close to 7 figures in D-Race as well. And I don't feel any sort of need to sell this right now at all. Like the plan is still the same. I still want to take profits as we go and be out up here. I still want to sell up here and then buy back down here. That is definitely the plan. But as far as like the price action, guys, it's beautiful. Like obviously I bought in way down here. So obviously you should know that there's always people that have bought in lower than you, but the price action just looks juicy. The team just looks juicy. The roadmap just looks juicy. They're launching their marketplace today, I believe. Or at least they're able to trade. I'm a little confused on the trading, but they're trading the horse tickets back and forth at least, which is super, super cool. The horse prices are going up on OpenSea. I would just encourage you guys to follow these guys on Twitter, because they always have great news. They have great influencers behind them. And the best part for me about D-Race and Altura, and the reason that I can stand behind them no matter what, no matter how many of you idiots out there think, oh, Kale sold some Altura, he must not believe in the project. Oh, Kale. And first of all, just like mind your own business, by the way. But anyway, he sold some D-Race. He must not believe. I speak to these founders. Like, I know these people. Like, have you had a meeting with the Altura founders? Have you actually worked with them one-on-one? Have you met with the D-Race founders? I don't think you probably have, okay? I have. I know these people. I know how hard they're working. I know the 12-hour days they're putting in. They remind me of myself. When I first started my company, I put in 12, 14-hour days. I was grinding. I was working my physical ass off. And there was no taking no for an answer, right? Like, this was either going to go or I was going to go homeless and bankrupt. And that is the exact same way that Altura and D-Race operates. And that's what I can get behind. So at the end of the day, I mean, if something crazy happens here, right? Let's say we get this wrong. Let's say we get this whole thing wrong. This is what really excites me about D-Race and ALU and the next one as well. Okay. Let me start a new sketch real quick. I hope this is helping you guys. I'm just ranting because it's Sunday, but like, I just think people need to know this stuff. Like, no one talks about it. So smooch the like button for me if this is actually helpful to you, because I don't think anyone's talking about the fact like, oh, I have an exit plan. They're just like, oh, just buy this coin. It's going to the moon. It's going to the moon. Yeah. But you need to know what you're doing. Okay. So think about this though too. Okay. So let's say you have great projects like ALU that you believe in, right? Because you actually know the founders and you actually have done the research like me. Like, I actually believe in these. I love these coins. Okay. And so if these go up, right? Let's say these go up and they're headed up, and then Bitcoin does a giant dump. Like Bitcoin just tanks the whole market, and it does it before we expect, like here. Okay. It just goes boop. That's Bitcoin, okay? Well, what's going to happen to these coins? What's going to happen to ALU and D-Race, right? They're going to absolutely follow this, right? They're going to absolutely tank, and they're going to tank harder. They're going to tank even harder, okay? And so let's say we're not able to take profits, right? We're just, we try to sell. We're planning on selling here, but we don't get up there, okay? And so we have to ride this bitch all the way down, okay? So we have our bag. We had our bag here. We have our bag here, okay? Now we have a bear market for like 2-3 years right here, okay? Now, what's going to happen after that 2 to 3 years? This is why I can sleep good at night when I'm holding these. Because yes, it would suck. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It would suck to not be able to take profits. It would suck to not actually get your gains, because these deserve to reward people with, because they're just amazing coins, right? But it would suck. But let's say you had to hold these for 2 to 3 years. What's going to happen? Well, because I know the teams and I know how hard they work, they're going to be working. They're going to be grinding. They're going to be building. And they are building on the backs of the biggest industry in the history of cryptocurrency, which is the metaverse, right? Online horse racing, that's going to be huge. That's D-Race. And smart NFTs bridging the gap between gaming and the metaverse. That's going to be pretty big, okay? That's going to be pretty big. So what's going to happen in 2 to 3 years, in my opinion, is if you just hold on, these are going to go off the screen. These are going to go off the screen, and you're just going to be just fine. So the worst case scenario is that you're set back 2 to 3 years, in my opinion. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not saying that ALU and Dirk couldn't go to zero. I'm not saying that their teams couldn't quit and give up. But from knowing the teams and from talking to everyone and from actually seeing them execute, execution is important. These are businesses, guys. This is not some little coin that's like, ooh, it's a coin. No, seeing them execute means to me that no matter what happens, if I just hold my bags for the next whatever years, that's not the plan, but if I do, I'm going to be fine. Does that make sense? So that gives me a little bit of cozy, warm feelings as well, okay? But I am telling you, again, for those of you guys who are slow in the back, because there are a lot of you, Kale told me to hold. Kale told me to hold. No, I freaking did not, okay? I told you to sell up here. I told you to sell here if you can. And the way to time that out is to be engaged, is to be in a community of people that are watching it. Like hawks, like I'm not saying you have to be in our community, but we are doing this daily. We are trying to figure out, when is this going to top? When is this going to top? When is this going to top? And on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to try to figure it out every single day. When is this going to top? When is this going to top? Because we can't be holding altcoins when the market tops, guys. We cannot, if we want to preserve wealth and not throw our wealth away. Okay, so I hope I'm talking sense into the camera today. Smooch the like button if you're hearing a human being talk sense on YouTube for once, instead of just saying, oh, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. And I apologize for the last time if I've ever just sounded like that on this channel. Yes, I get excited. Yes, I want to say, yes, okay, this is going up. And from the very first video, I've been very bullish on Altura and D-Race, and I'll show you the next one as well. But at the same time, you have to know that Bitcoin controls this market, and if Bitcoin takes a plunge, everything is taking a plunge. That is just a fact of life, okay? Let's keep going on to the next one. So those are my 2 favorites, biggest bags of those by far. I'm going to sell them by the end of the year, just so you are aware, but I do expect to get a nice, juicy 5, 6, 7, 8, 10x if I possibly can on Drace and Altura, and we will see what happens. Okay, that's just my opinion. Now, do your own research. Polka Bridge. Absolutely my third favorite. And this one, I do not know the founders, just for the record, so I don't have that insider knowledge as I do with Alu and Drace. But on this one, I do have a little bit more. I just have been watching the price action on this one for so long, and it's the most pumpy, bullish coin on the DOT ecosystem. And you guys know, if you go back to the very first video again, I talked about Polka Bridge. This is September 4th. I talk about all these coins. You should go watch this because none of Polka City. I've been talking about these since day one, guys. Legitimately since day one. Nothing much has changed. But if you go back to the first video, I talk about how Polkadot, it was my pick for the most bullish coin headed into quarter 4. Okay, top 10 coin, right? If you pick one coin, one ecosystem that you think is going to explode, Polkadot. And I said that in the very first video. Okay, and then if you go on, one of the first coins that I talk about is Polka City, obviously, and then Kale and Polkadex, and somewhere in here I talk about Polka Bridge. I know it. You'll have to go through here. I should have had it pulled up, guys. Sorry. I don't know why. Maybe I talked about it oh, right here. I talked about like the first coin I talked about. That's funny. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just saw it. It's in here. You guys just saw it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't find it now. I can't find it now. No! Okay, it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hey! Okay, so on the first video, I talked about Polka Bridge, right? It was at 63 cents. Where are we at today? So we're at $2.47. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, if you've been watching the channel, you went from freaking 63 cents to $2.47. And it's just because I've been straight up with you guys. And so I have also got a 6x on this or whatever, right? And I have close to 7 figures of this, and I'm still going to try to sell all of it before the end of the year. And unless Ethereum takes its time, then I will push that back to the middle of January. Okay, that's still the same plan. But why is this the most bullish coin? Because basically, if you just watch this chart, I didn't have time to like map it out every single day, but if you just pull up this chart next to a Polkadot chart, every single day that Polkadot pumps, Polka Bridge pumps more. Okay, that's all you need to know about this. Like, look, it's up 10% today. What's DOT up today? Okay, let's go look at DOT. DOT is down. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if DOT would pump 2%, then Polka Bridge would pump 20. Like, that's just what happens. I've been watching it every single day for a year, and that's just what happens. And why is that? Because Polka Bridge is the bridge on Polkadot, and people like this one. And this has great influencers. It has a cool vision and product and a good team and great backing and just everything that you need to be great as a coin. And most importantly for me is they are always releasing good news and they have a great Twitter. Okay, so they keep saying they're going to be listed on a tier 1 exchange, KuCoin, very soon. If that happens, I think that's an easy catalyst for us to get our 5 to 10x, right? And they're just always launching good news and good partnerships. And if you just go look through the Twitter, you'll start to be pretty bullish on this coin. And then you can also search for PBR on Twitter, and you will see that there's just a lot of really smart people, bigger influencers talking about this. I've seen this on Crypto Banter. I've seen this on other channels as well. And so when you have that combined, and you go watch my other videos for my formula, right? I've talked about a crypto cheat code a million times here about what I look for in these coins. These three, Altura, Drace, and Polka Bridge, meet those requirements, and they meet them in spades. So I just wanted to film a quick video today, guys, literally just to clear the air, let you guys know that these are still my 3 biggest small altcoin bags. These are the 3 that I expect to get the gains on, what my exit strategy is so that you guys know exactly what to expect. And most importantly, guys, I would like you just to think this through for yourself, make a plan for yourself, and just crush the rest of this market, guys, because we got 6 weeks, and I personally want to see each and every one of you succeed, and it's going to, there are going to be losers, okay? This is anyone who tells you that everyone wins in crypto and we're all in it together is lying to you, okay? There are winners and losers, and don't be one of the losers. The people that bought here in 2017, they lost. There's no question about it, okay? They lost all their money and they didn't get it back for 3 or 4 years. So if you don't want to be that person, you need to tune in and get your shit together, okay? I love you guys. Smooch the like button if that felt real to you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye. Peace.